drink and let's catch up. Ooh. It's a little warmer today, thank God. It's a little warmer today. So, and the sun has been poking out. So it's not been as hard on my legs, right? They're sore, they're tingly, but they're not, they don't feel like they're going to collapse on me. But I am still walking very carefully just in case, right? Because you never know. Okay, so let's first talk about Eugenia Cooney, because I haven't covered her in a while. I guess I'm going to have to hashtag these gals in the descriptions, right? So, Eugenia Cooney recently was removed from her age restriction on TikTok and immediately went back to predatory recruitment of children for her channel. Immediately, with her Disneyland trip, her Disney World trip that seems to have not ever ended. Like, didn't it start in fucking April or something? Why is there still video coming out about her Disney World trip when I'm fairly certain it started before my birthday, didn't it? Like, she's been gone for a while. So there's more and more videos coming out, and the biggest controversy is not only that she's trying to appeal to kids still, their little pigtails and her cartoon clothing, but she is pretend eating. So I guess this is her way of trying to get her channel back, to get that age restriction removed, is by putting something to her mouth, taking a bite, doing a jump cut, probably spitting it out, and then having another jump cut to her. That was so tasty. That was so good. It tasted so good, didn't it, Eugenia? So yummy, right? So Eugenia, as far as we can tell, is fake eating on camera to try and prove to TikTok that she doesn't have an ED. Okay, girl, like, we don't have eyes. If you look at any of the recent footage, her neck, look, I'm 50, you guys. She's 30. I've got a nice plump neck. She looks like a fucking 90-year-old. She looks like she looks like a goddamn 90-year-old, you guys. It's like all stretchy lines. Every time she talks, every bit of her neck moves and shit. Her neck is gonna need work, dude. Um, wow. I'm perfectly happy with the little plumpness I have under my chin. If that's the difference between me and a heart attack, I'm down with it. Right? So she's back up and running, and she's immediately back to promoting what looks like toys to try and get kids. And she's apparently using hashtags that take you straight to kids' sites. So she's right back to the same predatory behavior. And what's his face? Adam McIntyre. Very disappointing if you're supporting this. Very disappointing because you yourself got sucked in to a child predator situation with Colleen Ballinger. So why the hell would you look at what's going on with Eugenia Cooney and be like, no, no, it's all cool. She's fine. She's fine. Dude, what you understand the problem here. What happens when you've got a situation like that where she herself is portraying herself as like a teenage girl, like a very young teenage girl, even though she's a 30-year-old. She is attracting in PDF files to her community. And then on top of it, she's now, talking about toys and candy and all this other shit and Disney and so she's attracting in children, right? And so now you have both of these groups that are going to be communicating in the same chats on her TikTok and whatever else she has. As you know, Adam McIntyre, oftentimes they'll set up separate things like Discord, right? Do better, dude. Very disappointing. I put in the description the link to Revoke's video because I think she did a pretty good job of describing what's going on. And she also had clipped a lot of footage from Jadedness. So those are the two channels that I've been following for quite some time that have also been covering the Eugenia Cooney stuff. But it's just infuriating to be like, oh, you guys, oh, okay, you're just going to accept her back in. But you're going to expect all of us to have your back on Colleen Ballinger, right? Which I absolutely did. And did you ever pursue anything legal against her? I don't think you did you? I don't think you did. That was very disappointing to those of us who were actually supporting you and the other victims, is that not a damn one of you actually went to the police or filed a lawsuit. Very disappointing because we all had your back. We were all, doing live streams about it, about how disgusting it was and how horrible it was what happened to you. And then you guys just dropped it. You're like, whatever, I guess I can't get anything done. So, okay, let's move on to Foodie Beauty Chantel, because I know she likes to watch my lives. Yeah, seriously, like, she was literally using a sock account in Rosethorn Reacts tarot reading the other day and house shaming her because she lives in a trailer, which is a very lovely looking trailer, by the way. And then I did a live stream and I also got a sock with the same fucking line. Oh, I guess you're homeless? because I have a tarp on my balcony for shade, for protection from rain, and for protection from nosy neighbors. Because I've had some issues with some nosy neighbors. So um, that's the only reason it's up. But as you can all see, I have a condo. So I don't know where the shame is in this. Anyway, so Chantel has been doing her normal thing when she gets like stuck for content and basically copying other people, right? So she copied Amberlyn. By the way, I think what she needs to do is like sit down and write out a list of everything that she said that she's been sick with in just like the last few weeks, because it's an amazing list. Agoraphobia, um, what was the norovirus, the flu. Uh, she potentially has a kidney infection and a UTI, right? Um, this is all recent. This is all fucking recent. Sciatica. This is all fucking recent, you guys. Like, how do you come up with that many things over the course of like 3 to 4 weeks? It's like, I don't know. I seem to be sick with everything. I got everything. So, my cigarettes of judgment. Um, so she took the whole, I have a health issue, but I don't want to talk about it from Amber Lynn. And when her own audience gave her a bunch of crap for it, she came back on the next day and said, well, I think it's a kidney disease, so we're treating it like a UTI. Girl, I would not have even gone live with that. Why would you even tell your audience that you have a UTI? Are you for real? Why would you even do that? Just fucking take your antibiotics, drink your cranberry juice, and shut the fuck up. What, like, why? Not everything needs to be. Not everything needs to be discussed online. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I think we know that there are no animals that actually like Chantal. There are absolutely no animals that like Chantal. And she has no sanitation or hygiene whatsoever. So, oh, and she was unable to, when she was reading her chat the other night, she was unable to pronounce the word conjunctivitis, right? I think you're going to be able to pronounce it pretty soon, Chantel. I hope you took your bottled water and rinsed out your eye after the two camels spit at you. You're going to know real soon what conjunctivitis is. Like, holy shit with that woman. And I'm still not positive that she actually fell on the stairs. I feel like it was staged. I feel like the whole reason Solar was at the top of the steps was to catch that moment. Because you know what? Okay, look, I don't expect that all men were raised with classic etiquette, right? Not all men have been raised with classic etiquette. But it goes beyond opening the car door. You remember how she said that? He's such a good man. He opens the car door for me. It goes beyond opening doors. It's also when you're walking on the street, he walks on the outside by the side of the street. That's one of the etiquette parts of the etiquette is that the man always has the woman on the inside. Okay? Another one is when you're at a restaurant, you seat the woman facing the interior of the restaurant and the man facing the woman. This is to prevent wandering eyes, quite literally. It's to make sure that the man is focused on his woman the entire time. That is also part of etiquette. Well, another part of etiquette, my dear Chantel, is that when a man walks with a woman upstairs, he is supposed to be behind her on the way up and in front of her on the way down. So don't talk to me about how he's the best, handsomest man ever when he doesn't know basic etiquette. Give me a break. The entire reason that etiquette is in place is in case you fall. So that he's there to pick you up or to stop you from falling all the way down. That's the whole goddamn point. God, she's so stupid, you guys. She's really stupid. She's also still telling people she can cook, but that meal that she made on that last video was so disgusting I almost threw up. I don't know who the hell taught her to cook, but it's very clear she's never opened a recipe book, a cookbook, you know. She's never looked online for recipes. She doesn't even have the appropriate cookware in her kitchen to actually get anything done. But she's supposed to be a food connoisseur. And the funny thing is, the first time I said that she's supposed to be a food connoisseur, she actually tried to say connoisseur on her live stream and she mispronounced it. Yes, I know you watch me, girlfriend. I know you watch me. Okay, so Amberlynn. Amberlynn seems to be a bit slow moving. I kind of really don't care about that security footage. Because in my mind, regardless if she's made her mom a side character or not, I think everybody probably knows that your parents are going to be a little more quirky than you are. Hopefully. Because of generational differences, right? And they might do something embarrassing. And I don't think that was like end of life material there by not putting the cart back in the right location. It's not that big of a deal, you guys. And yet there was like so many channels that covered it, and I was just like, really? I could totally see my own mom doing that. Like I could see her like just if she couldn't figure out like where the cart return was, like just setting it somewhere. I could totally see her doing that. So what's the big deal? I don't care. Do you guys really care? Do you care? I also watched the CDP general session on their live stream this morning. They had some pretty inspiring speeches. There's obviously some debate over certain issues that we would like them to take more seriously. Um, because the moderates are still in charge of the party. I know I'm getting all political on you right now. The moderates are still in charge of the party, and apparently last night they shelved CalCare. So this is the CDP. This is the California Democratic Party, and we've been trying to get like a California version of Medicare for all since I think 2017. It's been since 2017. And every time we get a bill written, it gets shelved. It's always the governor who's behind it. So previously it was Jerry Brown, now it's Gavin Newsom. I would have to say, especially since Gavin Newsom actually campaigned on it, he said he was going to do it. Um, I would say the decision's coming higher since it was both of them. It was both governors that were behind it. And Gavin Newsom is somehow related to Nancy Pelosi, and she lives very close to Sacramento. And she was formerly Speaker of the House. So when you look at the connections, it seems like those are the people who are looking at like, well, who's buttering my bread. And if the insurance companies are buttering your bread, they certainly don't want you to like fix the problems. You know what I'm saying? The only one that I heard of that actually wanted to fix the problem was Kaiser, because they actually wanted the contract to administer the program. I think that'd be great. Go ahead, Kaiser, administer the program. Make it happen. But let's get it done, right? Anywho, I don't know if anything new is happening today. Um, I'm still in a lot of pain, but I'm definitely doing a lot better today, especially since the sun is out now. It feels way better on my legs. It's been this last week was so rough, you guys. So rough. Um, but I guess I am glad that I did not actually drive down to San Diego to attend in person. Because you know what? While I always run into a lot of people that I very much like working with in politics, there are so many assholes. There are so many assholes that I really just don't even want to see. I don't want to be around. I don't want to see. And they make it absolutely miserable to participate in the party. And I think they need to figure that out. Because, that was one of the first speeches was about how we're fighting for democracy. Are you? Are you setting the example within your own party of having a democratic party process? Because it certainly doesn't feel like it. Feels like a bunch of bully ass bitches. That's what it feels like to me. Every single time I go to one of these things, it's just a bunch of bully ass bitches. It does not seem like you guys are fighting for democracy that way. But I get it. Republicans obviously they want fascism. So that's way further off target than what we're trying to achieve. And That's a scary thought because they've already been taking rights away from us. They've been taking rights away from us. Women's right to choose, um, LGBTQIA rights. They want to put immigrants in concentration camps. This is all a reality, you guys. I hope you're all registered to vote and ready to go because I think the most important thing about our voting cycle is who's going to protect our freedoms in this country. And it's certainly not going to be the Republicans. They want to take everything away from you and away from me. That is the reality of it. So, and just if you guys didn't know, I'm a political activist. That's how I started out my channel. So every once in a while, I will go off on a tangent, right? Anyway, there is a link in the description to Revoke's video. And I think she covers the Eugenia update pretty well. So I'd rather not step on her and try and, pause and add my 2 cents here and there. Because my 2 cents are really, she's a grown ass woman, just like Revoke said. She's a grown ass woman, and she shouldn't be acting like it. She shouldn't be dressing like a child and trying to attract children to her channel. That's some PDF aisle behavior right there. She is a predator, period. And I think it's gross that she got her age restriction removed. Anyway, it's beautiful Saturday. I hope you guys, well, it is my part of town at least. I hope it is for you as well. Um, let's go out and have a fun day.